Matt Lenihan, Boxing Social. Delighted to be joined once again by Shannon Courtenay. Shannon, you're here supporting Harlem Eubank tonight. Before we talk about you, let's talk about him. He's going in a tough fight against Tom Farrell. Tom's game as well. I spoke to him yesterday. He's up for this, bringing about 50 to 60 fans with him up here tonight with the England game on. How's Harlem been looking in the gym? I know you spend a lot of time around him, around the camp. How's it been looking?
He's calm. He goes about his work ethic in a fantastic manner. He always gives everything 100%. He's a sponge, he absorbs everything, he's constantly learning, and he's looked in fantastic shape the whole camp, to be honest.
Now, he comes across to me as one of the nicest guys in boxing. I've never heard anyone once say, that Harlem, blah, blah, he's such a nice guy, gives a lot of his time. Is that how he is day to day? Because he seems such a decent dude.
You will never hear a bad word about Harlem because he's genuinely the most loveliest guy. He's so humble, he just keeps himself, goes about his work. He's just a genuine nice guy.
Yeah. I spoke to Mick earlier and we said, obviously you guys will be biased because you're with him every day and it's difficult to sort of stray against him, but he's showing sort of that signs where he stepped out from that Eubank name of being related to Chris Jr., Senior and everyone, and he's making a name for himself, which is very difficult to do in boxing. How sort of impressed are you with his performances and where he's got to this far?
Obviously, he has that surname which he can't, that's always going to follow him and people are always going to link him with the two. But it's nice that he's done things his own way. He's not relied on his surname.
Yeah.
He's headlining now because he's got himself here. He's the talent and he's not done it because he's got their surname.
Yeah.
He's never relied on it. He's never used it. So you can only rate the hustle. Do you know what I mean? And I've said for a long time, he's one of the best kept secrets in boxing. He just keeps his head down. He works hard. And you've seen his last few performances. He's explosive. He's got knockout power, and he genuinely lives the life. So he deserves to be here so much more than most people, to be honest.
Well, we'll see what happens. This interview will go out tomorrow, I will say, because your call is notorious for no Wi-Fi, no internet, no nothing. But we'll look forward to seeing Harlem later on.
My phone's not ringing. I thought I was a Larry, but there's no Wi-Fi.
No, it's bad. No, it's bad. I tried here before at like 1% for 2 hours. Absolutely not. This will go out tomorrow. Let's come on to you. Last time we spoke, you were supposed to be on the Conor Benn, Benn-Eubank Jr. undercard. I know you were sort of looking for a page turn in your career. You'd gone through the SAS and all that, and then we got to that stage where we were all in that hotel for hours going, what the hell is going on? Go on, Frank, you all right? And we, Emily.
Oh, of course, Emily, yes.
Yeah.
Doing the family rounds.
Absolutely. I saw him and I was like, what's going on here? What deal's getting done here? But yeah.
He was at Sky Sports last week. Is it Wasserman this week? I think Eddie needs to have a word.
I don't think he does, because that's the best way to get these fights made, if he's mingling with everyone. But no, we spoke at the hotel and obviously it was a bit of a deflating moment for everyone. I mean, media were finding out sometimes before undercard fighters.
You know what the funny thing is? I was doing my interview with you, and if you watch it back, you'll see that I keep going like that because my phone was going crazy.
Yeah.
And normally I'd never dare look at my phone, like, especially in an interview. And because it was just going crazy, I genuinely thought something's happened to someone in my family, and I was panicking. So I so sorry. I looked, and I was like, and all I could see was like 100 messages saying Conor Benn's had a drugs test. Thinking, no, this can't be correct.
Yeah.
So I put my phone down. I continued in the interview with you, but then my head was just gone.
Yeah.
And then obviously, what followed.
We'll talk about what you've been doing in the meantime, but how frustrating was that? Because every fighter, athlete, they work their arse off and then they look to peak on fight night, and you were ready to go. We could see that. You were like, look, I'm back, let's go. How much of an annoyance was that for you?
It was, toilets are to your right. I sound like an air hostess. If you go to your right, the toilets are there. Yeah, it was beyond frustrating, especially when you've had a year out the ring.
Yeah.
I was just so set to go. Camp had gone perfect. I felt amazing. And at the time, I was so frustrated because I just wanted to fight. And now when you look back at it, me being frustrated was probably a little bit selfish on my behalf because someone could have got hurt that night. And if they did, then boxing would have been in tatters because of the whole story behind the situation. So when you look at it after you're take the selfishness away, the right decision was made. At the time, I couldn't see it. I was just like, I want to fight. But yeah, the right decision was made.
I I think the frustration from that was when we all found out everyone knew about this from weeks and weeks. It's like, well, this could have been made a lot earlier. You guys are putting a lot of work. We could have got this done quicker, but boxing, politics, who decides what, carried on. Listen, what have you been up to in the meantime? I've seen you out in Dubai. You've been doing a lot of warm weather training. You're looking good conditioning. You've been staying on it, haven't you?
Yeah, do you know what? So, obviously, everyone got fight dates within the next couple, 2-3 weeks.
Yeah.
And my physio team was like, you've gone through a year's rehab with your new leg. It's a prosthetic, by the way. I mean, like, my new ACL, knee, and whatever else I've had done. They were like, and you've got to start being careful. You can't go straight into because we started to wind down. They're like, if we pick it up again, it might affect your new ACL, your knee, your meniscus. So they said we actually suggest you take a little bit of time off, and then try and get a fight obviously before Christmas. So we decided we would fight on December 10th. So yeah, I went to Dubai, but
How long did you have off? Sorry to cut you off. Did you have like a week off to just rest?
3 days. 3 days, because I hate the thought of not training. So flew straight to Dubai, and then I was training twice a day out there because I love boxing. I love my job. So I was working with Joe from Boxic out there. Shout out Joe. He done some tremendous work with me. Kept me shape, kept me fit, kept me in form. So when I come back, and you know what, the break done me the world of good, more mentally as well. Just a refreshment of everything. When I come back, my team were like, "Yeah, you're fit as anything. Like, well done. You kept on it." And I was good to go.
Were they happy with you? Because obviously Adam, H, Charlie, the guys who look after you are in your corner. When you're away, they're going to be like, they can't keep an eye on you. So when they come back, they were pleased, they were happy.
They're thinking, what is she up to out there? Is she partying? Is she not come back? And they were like...
Yeah, I've been to Dubai. It is the place for that if you want to.
No, but I wasn't. Don't get me wrong, I was going out for nice dinners and stuff, but H is very strict with me, so, he was checking in with my weight and everything. Yeah. So come back, fit as a fiddle, and it was all good.
Well, Leeds isn't too far away, really. A couple of weeks. How have you managed to go for that stage where you peaked? A few days off, you went to Dubai, bit of warm weather. How are you feeling now? Are you at that point again where you feel like, you know what, itchy knuckles, let's just get it done? So
much so, to the point that, do you know what, Josh Warrington put out a post the other day, and he said there comes a time in camp where everything just clicks. And gospel, that same day I finished sparring, and me and H went, it's all just clicked, and everything that we've been working on had just come together, even more so than the last camp. So maybe this whole stall was, a blessing in disguise, the little delay, because now I'm sharper. Things that we've been working on, the new styles clicked even more. I've got one spar left, but I'm not going to lie, my team are saying it's the best I've looked. So
you just mentioned their new style. Now, the Shannon Courtenay that we all know is very quick hands, in and out, shows a lot of feints. That I want to say a typical Adam Bull style, because when everybody says that just for the sake of it, but what we're going to see different from you in Leeds? What's going to be new about Shannon Courtenay?
A smarter fighter that doesn't just go in there trying to get. Sometimes I rely on my power. I used to sit on the ropes a lot. H just got me, bouncing my toes a bit more. I'm not going to get too much, but you're going to see on fight night that I'm smarter, using my ring IQ a lot more.
Coming on to who you could be facing, I know you've talked about getting a fight and then fighting Jamie Mitchell. Jamie Mitchell's actually fighting Lenihan in Dubai, I believe, this weekend. What do you make of that fight? I spoke to someone else and they say, look, I think Nina will beat Jamie, and I've heard a lot of people saying Jamie will win. What do you make of that fight?
I think it's a 50-50 fight, Nina's awkward and she's tricky, whereas Jamie's got a really good work rate and she's tough. So it's whatever style works on the night. It's whatever style the judges prefer. I don't know. It's a genuine 50-50 fight. I'm excited to see who comes out on top.
You've no preference, have you? Let's be honest. You just want whoever's got a belt. That must be the goal for you. Once this fight's out the way, you did have that rematch where you could go in with Mitchell, but I assume if Nina wins, does that carry over? Are you guaranteed a shot? What's the crack with that?
If I be honest with you, of course, you're saying I haven't got a preference. I do have a preference.
Go on.
I want to get my belt back from the girl that took it from me. I want to avenge a loss. So of course I want, obviously Nina's English. I know her, she's a lovely girl, so I'd love to see her win, but I want to beat Mitchell to get my belt back. So yeah, I do. If I'm honest, for selfish reasons, I do want Jamie to win.
Is it hard not to look past the fight in Leeds, because you know that opens the door for you to get back where you were, but this time obviously it's a different you? Is it hard not to think about what comes after a victory in Leeds?
Listen, everyone's talking.
Everyone's guilty.
Right, everyone's talking about the world title rematch. It's so easy to overlook, but that would be so foolish of me, because you know, when you take your eye off the ball, that's where mistakes are made. My sole focus is I'm just ignoring everything that's going on around. My sole focus is December 10th, getting back in the ring after longer than a year out now, feeling at home again in the ring, enjoying the fight week process. So I started to hate it, and just enjoying what I do. When you think about it, we put so much pressure on ourselves, so much stress, you don't enjoy it, and then when it's all done and it's finished with, you're going to miss it. And we're so blessed to be in this position where I can wake up every day and do what I love for a living, so I need to start actually enjoying what I do. Were
you guilty of that before? Not taking it for granted, but were you guilty of not like embracing the moment and being like, you know what, this is fucking unbelievable, I've got an open workout here, cameras are on, showcase yourself, and then you get to go and do what you do on a Saturday?
100%. It's that cliche saying of you don't know what you've got until it's gone, and then to have it taken away from me for a year, it's when I didn't think I was ever going to be able to box again, because my leg was... This song, but boxing has ruined Sweet Caroline. Anyway, sorry.
Sing it if you want. Do well for views. Okay.
I'll leave that to Tyson. He's got his new song out. Toilet's to your right.
Shannon Courtenay.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you. Harlem's mate.
Nice to meet
Curtis.
you.
You right?
Yeah, I'm good. You?
I think I can follow you on Instagram. You signed something for me ages ago.
Oh, okay.
Lovely to meet you. Sorry
nice to meet you. That's right.
So your fight, Josh Warren, 10th December.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Thank you very much.
Looking well.
Thank you.
You're a woman of the people now, aren't you?
I think he's going to go my hand then. I was like that. Ah, bless him.
Yeah, so obviously you're talking about enjoying the moment and things like that, but now you can.
Take it in, absorb it, enjoy it, because it's not going to last forever. People aren't going to want to see this face for much longer, are they? Or maybe to get punched, but...
Well, no, you've got a lot of big fights on the horizon as well. Let's see what happens. Forward to seeing you back in Leeds. We'll catch up a few weeks after, and yeah, we'll see what happens.
Thank you so much.